Union Station in the foreground on a fine afternoon in Kansas City. The Twins and the Royals are next. Just off I-70 on the east side of town, a look at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, ought to be a decent pitching matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. Yordano Ventura will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems. Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases.
Joe Mauer.
And the pitch misses for ball one as we are underway at Kauffman Stadium.
First pitch, 1-11.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon, 2-0 now. And this is fouled at the plate. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Right there is Rios, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Corey Hunter will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. The Royals going with their powder blue alternates they brought back a year or two ago. I like that a lot. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-0 on the way. Now it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Number 70 waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat 3-0 to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Number 70 will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just underway here in Kansas City. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning.
Baseman, number 61.
Number 61 will take his cuts now. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1 left for Minnesota. Twins nothing. Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Now the starting lineup for Kansas City, as put together by manager Ned Yost, looks like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Alcides Escobar will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Royals, the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in. And as you see there, currently number 2 in the American League in the stolen base chase. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Eric Hosmer will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ground ball out to Dozier at short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. KC down in order. We've played an inning. No score. Marco Scutaro will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Marco Scutaro.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Batting sixth, the designated
And we'll get a
hitter,
good look at the
number
grip on this
19.
last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Vargas will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting seven.
Oswaldo Arcia will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Now here's the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Fastball in there for a called strike. Ball one.
Ball, that's high.
Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Kurt Suzuki will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Full count, 3-2.
And he really needs to find a pitch to finish this guy off right here. He can't afford to walk this guy and let this rally get any more steam behind it than it already has.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
So much for shortening up and putting the ball in play. This is a big swing right here with 2 strikes, and he's going to get rewarded for it as he drives in a couple of runs here on the double.
Joe Mauer will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Twins lead it 2-0. Kendrys Morales will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. One pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Here it comes. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Hit hard. Foul. Again, a 1-2. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting fifth, right fielder
Alex Rios will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
1 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Throw beats Rios to the bag at first, 2 gone.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Alex Gordon will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on-base plus slugging, and his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the Major League leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078, so he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And there's ball 2 now. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Corey Hunter will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Here's a swing and heads up as he had to hit the deck for dear life that time. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now here it comes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Number 70 will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Nobody out, runner on first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Infante for 1. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around a score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Number 61 will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First offering on the way. And that misses inside 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Fouled straight back. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A knuckleball there as he makes good contact on it, as this is going to make its way through into left field for a base hit.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
So a runner at first with two away, and standing in the fine second baseman, Marco Scutaro. Runner goes. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding one, but they're on top 2-0. Omar Infante will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Here it comes now to Infante. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Mike Moustakas will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Here's the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, when you have the kind of fastball he does, you almost don't have to worry about location. I mean, that thing's tough to hit wherever you put it.
Francisco Peña will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They're down 2-0. Vargas will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
The designated hitter, number 19.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. There to take it now is Kane as he puts it away for the first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Oswaldo Arcia will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch coming. Low for ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
The batter, number 2, shortstop
Brian Dozier will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Kurt Suzuki will step in with a couple of RBIs already and looking for more. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two out here and a runner at second. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Minnesota leads this one 2-0. Alcides Escobar will stand in to begin their half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
And he lays off for ball 1. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
The center fielder, number 6,
Lorenzo Cain will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Out of play. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see two starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
A look in on Escobar, now the pitch. 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. The 3-1 now to Hosmer. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Runners off for second. Boy, really making him work now as the seventh pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's running again. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, that's how you neutralize a leadoff walk. Settles down, gets his focus back, and delivers back-to-back strikeouts.
Kendrys Morales will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two and 0 now. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. Number 70 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Kansas City. They trail things here 2-0. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. A swing from Mauer as he pulls this on the ground out to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Corey Hunter will stand in, base on balls his last time. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. There, this one's for Moustakas at third. Throw to first, retires Hunter, and that's the second out of the inning.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Number 61 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Look out, 2-0 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Outside and low, 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already, give me something to hit.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Marco Scutaro. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
2 down, runners at first and second. The 3-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Alex Rios will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Alex Rios.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Two and 1 home to Rios. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon will dig in. He popped out his first time. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored. A wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's into scoring position now on the wild pitch.
A runner at second, nobody out. And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Omar Infante will try it again. He flew out his first time. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike one. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
0-2, you gotta shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. In there, strike one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Luke Hochevar will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 44, Luke Hochevar.
Vargas will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Designated hitter, number 19.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he takes a cold strike one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 31, Oswaldo Arcia.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. First pitch to him. Swinging a ground ball to first. And that is through into right field for a 1-out single.
Now he's got to be feeling pretty good about this afternoon so far. That's 3 at-bats, 3 base hits.
Dozier.
Brian Dozier will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. First pitch on the way. And that's dead center for strike 1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fouled back. Here he comes on 2-2. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full, 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Francisco Peña will stand in here as he'll get things started for the Royals in their half of the 6th. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Arcia has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Alcides Escobar will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Well, that has to be a huge disappointment for that guy right there. He made yet another great pitch, but this is going to wind up as an infield single, and it's going to take away the no-hitter along with it.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
He sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Ball bounced foul over near the longtime infielder and current third base coach Dale Swaim. Full count now, 3-2. Eric Hosmer, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Pickoff move to second, but the runner's back easily. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Eric Hosmer will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
We've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Ball 2 now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. spin and a throw back to second, just keeping him close. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Now a swing and a ground ball out to Dozier. It's short. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Kelvin Herrera is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Kelvin Herrera.
Joe Mauer will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Joe Mauer.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Out of play off to the right. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Torrey Hunter will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that 4-seamer right by the guy.
Number 70 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I need to see that again because I agree. It looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Now the 3-1 home. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now batting, number 61.
Number 61 will try again. Officially 1 for 2 in this one. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Up high, 2-1 now. Hard hit towards center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they're on top 2-0. Kendrys Morales will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Kendrys Morales.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
The 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
1 man gone now for KC in the 7th. And standing in now, the right fielder, Alex Rios. Too low, 1-0. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And so far, that's been the tale of this game in a nutshell. Way too many pitches being swung at out of the strike zone. I mean, it's almost getting comical now, and if I'm pitching on the mound, I wouldn't throw anything close to the strike zone.
Alex Gordon will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. The 2-2 coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And the pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Tim Collins will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Tim Collins.
Marco Scutaro will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Second baseman, Marco Scutaro.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now the 1-2. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly one away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Vargas will try again, 0 for 3 thus far. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And Moustakas has this one for out number 2. Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Oswaldo Arcia will dig in. He singled his last time around. Right there for strike 1. Now a hard liner towards short, but this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Down go the Twins in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Omar Infante will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Lays off 1-0. Swinging a liner back through the box. To his left, he's up with it. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Mike Moustakas will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Salvador Perez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And that's through, a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to get the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the two runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Casey Fien will get the call now as he'll try to get the final two outs here and get this one on to the ninth inning. Jarrett Dyson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Alcides Escobar will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Infield at double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a ball rolled slowly down the third baseline. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Christian Colon will come on now and pinch run here.
Christian Colon.
Lorenzo Cain will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1.
Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
And a ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
You just get the sense that the momentum is turning. This pitch is nowhere close to the target. And that's a big pick-me-up right there to score a run on the wild pitch.
Here's the 2-2 home. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. Eric Hosmer will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Kane runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw.
They turn him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Kendrys Morales will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you gotta suck it up.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 1-1 on the way. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Royals settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Twins are in front, 2-1. Jared Dyson is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 1.
Christian Colon will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Christian Colon.
Brian Dozier will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Brian Dozier.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
And this will be fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on show track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in. Took a called 3rd strike his last time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. Gordon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
Alex Rios will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
The bottom of the 9th, right fielder, Alex Rios.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Alex Gordon will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Well into the outfield turf as he makes the stop. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here. And now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Omar Infante will step in. A ground-out victim his last time. Here it comes now to Infante. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made and the Twins continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 2-1. So long from Kansas City.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins: 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Kansas City, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that Royals Express buses for downtown, Crown Center, Midtown, Plaza, Brookside, and Waldo are available for 1 hour after the final out on Lancer Lane along the third base side of the stadium.